Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa. We don't have time for that. Breaking news.
What's this breaking news?
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are excited for Starrcade. Starrcade!
Whoa!
Starrcade.
Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
And we've got news and recap on our predictions. Which, you know what? We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we will.
Anyway, so, huge thing on Raw this week.
What was that?
Paige. Paige came back.
Yay!
With Mandy Rose and
Sonya Deville.
I
believe.
Right. So we have PMS.
Oh, so the PMS stable's back.
Yeah.
Just not the same.
I'm glad that they're not calling it that
Yet.
But I don't know. I mean, it's cool that we're giving Paige a vehicle to get back in and not do she suddenly shows up, beats up Alexis, and takes the championship on their first night.
Yeah.
But, it's nice to see her back. And she looks good in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
She physically looks healthy. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to see her back.
It's not like when they brought up when they literally brought up Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Sasha. Yeah. And put Becky and Charlotte with Paige and gave him a team name that was really a porno site.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And they tried to tell the writers that, no, don't do it. No. It won't work. And they said, no, they'll love it. Yeah.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't. Especially because that site thanked WWE for plugging them.
I know. It was hilarious. Yeah.
So it was great to see that.
Also, SmackDown got 3 new ladies as well.
Yep. Well, part of the Raw call-ups, I'm not surprised they brought Mandy Rose up. Because she never actually debuted on NXT. She was doing lots of the house shows for NXT.
Right.
But she never actually got on the actual show. Not because she wasn't ready or anything, because clearly she's getting called up.
Yeah.
But she's on Total Divas this season.
I don't know why they still call that show Total Divas, because there's no Divas division.
I know, but they're not going to change it.
No.
But
no, they won't.
So she's on that. So filming-wise, it'd make it easier for her to do that.
Yes.
To be up there. Also, they can use that as part of a storyline going forward of her debuting on Raw with Paige, stuff like that. If they wanted to. Also, I think Sonya Deville is on there as well because she's actually the first open lesbian women's worker.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that I did not know at all.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You know what the funny thing is?
What?
Both of those two.
Yeah.
Were in the last Tough Enough.
Nice.
And Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
In the finals and lost.
Yeah.
But the winner, the women's winner.
Yeah.
It was released over a year ago. Probably because she was. They said she wasn't meeting standards, but almost immediately after she got released, it was announced that she was pregnant too.
Yeah, meeting standards, aka getting pregnant. Congratulations, WWE.
She probably wasn't meeting standards. But there's like, oh, okay, she's pregnant. We can use both. Well, who knows? Whatever. Her boyfriend -- father of the child is part of NXT. I can't remember what his name is, but it's just funny because Amanda Rose, when you watch that show, Amanda Rose is a bitch. Like,
well, sometimes you have to be a bitch.
I mean, clearly part of the editing was that.
Yeah.
But clearly she took it seriously because she's now on the main roster.
Well,
which means she's getting a major pay boost.
Yes.
Plus, she's getting a pay boost. Pay from Total Divas.
Yep.
So, she's in the money.
Well, for now.
Yeah.
Who knows where we will be in a year from now.
Exactly. So, so those two would make sense. Having, who were the 3 who came up on SmackDown?
I'm sorry, I don't actually know. I'm drawing a massive blank.
I'm trying to think of their names. I know I see the face. Because Liv Morgan was one of them.
Yep.
Who was the other one besides the so-called leader?
There's this wonderful magical device that I'm,
that you can just
happening.
That you just say something and it pops up.
Yeah, kind of. Paige with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Yep.
Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan. Who was the other one? There's one more. Logan. I can't remember his name. Her actual Logan something or something Logan.
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
And Ruby Riott. Yeah.
And Sarah Logan.
Okay.
Who was Sarah Logan was part of the Mae Young Classic.
Yes.
So here's the news I have read on this is that after the success of the Mae Young Classic, Vince McMahon started to think that the women's division...
Nope. Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan were backstage at Raw.
Yes. Because there was a possibility of them being called up. But Vince McMahon decided back in September that the women's division on the main roster was kind of stale. In a way, it was.
Yes.
So bringing them up, add some new life. Add that with the return of Paige, gives her a good storyline, and bada boom.
Oh yeah, it was Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan.
Yeah.
Sorry. I love it when news articles decide to leave out actual information.
Oh, I know.
They're like, hey, here's the SmackDown call-ups. We're only going to tell you that they were backstage at Raw the night before. Thank you?
So, see, one thing would be interesting to find out is that the two groups are actually one, just taking over both shows.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be I would think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Will it turn out that way? Probably not.
No, it won't.
Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Ruby Riott. A lot of stuff I saw her do on NXT was blotched. She blotched a lot of stuff.
It happens.
So I mean, maybe we'll see. Because she was working with some younger talent that weren't ready. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
But it's great to see that all the call-ups after Survivor Series were actually just women.
I know.
No men were actually officially called up for this, which is great because there's a rumor going around that the WWE is wanting to do, and they've been saying for a while it's probably a few years from now. But apparently the rumor in the last few months was WWE was thinking about doing an all-women's Royal Rumble this year.
Which would be cool because we just got the all-women Money in the Bank match.
Yep. But not just that, but with the call-ups, these 5 call-ups for the women, it makes a total of 10 women on each show.
All right.
And for a total of 20.
Yep.
And if you count Lana, 21.
Well, yeah. And if you want to count Lana.
So about 21. Yep. That's 20 women, which apparently the rumor is that the Royal Rumble for the women would be 20.
Yeah, but at the Rumble, you'd probably have, whoever the 2 champions are defending their belts in some way.
So there's 4 right there.
So that could be 4 legends coming back.
Yes, because there's also rumor that at least Kelly and Michelle McCool are interested in coming back for another match.
Could we also get maybe Lita?
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. Who's another woman who could probably come back?
I don't know.
I mean, and just for an appearance type of thing.
Wait. Who was that woman they were going to get for NXT and Asuka a year ago that couldn't because she was pregnant? It starts with a T.
Oh, I was thinking Awesome Kong, but...
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome, too.
That would be... Actually, that would be an awesome for Nia Jax. Nia Jax versus Awesome Kong.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that would be good.
But, what was her name? She started with a T, had an R in there somewhere with an ish.
I don't... hold on. Ishtar?
Ishtar?
No, No, we don't have an Ishtar.
No.
Ishtar.
No,
what
am I thinking?
Risht?
No, the T's become... Trish!
But...
Wait, that's not the name.
No, there's no...
Oh, wait! Trish Stratus!
Yes! Oh. There we... Yes, it would be awesome to have, Michelle McCool,
Kelly,
and Trish and Lita both show up as being entrants in the the women's Rumble, which would be awesome.
And you could throw a few women from NXT as not call-ups, just an appearance.
Yes, much like we had with Ty Dillinger last year.
Exactly. That would be kind of cool as well. I know when you put those four older generations, or if you want to say legends,
I'd call them legends at this point.
Yes, I know when we say Kelly, people are like, she's not a legend. Yes.
True.
She is. Let's put it this way. We got to put her, what she did when she did it, in context for the divas.
Right.
She would be considered a diva legend in that era.
Yeah.
That she was a Divas champion. And yes, it wasn't that good, but she was one of the major focuses before she left.
Yes.
And she would be considered a legend in that sense. Compared to Trish, Lita, and Michelle McCool, yes, there's a huge difference. But you have to deal with the fact she did do a lot.
Part of the Rumble is nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know, you always, in the Rumble, you have at least 2 legends randomly show up.
Yep.
Sometimes they get a full run. Sometimes it's like, hey, they're there for 5 minutes.
And sometimes you get like a more than almost 2 quarters full of legends because your roster's a little light on that thing.
I don't see it happening this time around.
No, not this time around. But like there was a few Royal Rumbles when we had like 7 legends.
Yeah.
And you're like, and they almost seem to all come in right around the same time. Like
it's mid show, or sorry, mid match.
Yep.
The 12 to 20 range.
Yeah. And they'd come like almost that one year they had like 7. They had like the most come out back to back.
Yeah.
And you had like maybe 1 or 2, and another legend would come out, or every other one was a legend. You're like, what?
Why are we doing this?
Like, why are there so many?
A great idea for this year's Rumble would be 3 NXT guys.
Yes.
I would like to see Drew McIntyre be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And
assuming something that happened at NXT Takeover
doesn't sideline him long enough.
Yes. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Not really.
But I would love to see, at least 3 NXT guys.
Yeah.
And at least one of them make it into the final 10.
Yeah.
So as an audience member, you stop and you go, well, there's a possibility of an NXT guy winning the Rumble and headlining WrestleMania as an NXT guy.
See, I love how they say when they say you win the Royal Rumble, you headline.
You don't headline. You're guaranteed a match at Mania.
If they're going to stick with that headline, we know who's already winning this year's Royal Rumble.
Well,
Roman Reigns.
Ugh. Which, seriously, if that's how they're going to do it...
Again.
That would be terrible.
Yes.
Just everyone knows that Roman versus Brock Lesnar is going to happen.
Yeah.
Just let that, naturally just start to fill out.
Just use the whole... Both have beat Undertaker at WrestleMania for the reason.
Exactly.
Just do it that way. He doesn't need to win the Royal Rumble. That way someone else gets that spot to shine.
Yeah.
Go in history. And that person should be Nakamura facing AJ Styles for the WWE World title.
It would be awesome.
That's my match. All I care, as long as I get AJ and Nakamura at WrestleMania.
Yes.
In enough time. That's all I care about. But I would love to have the title on the line.
Yes.
But we're digressing. Back to call-ups. Because they also made an announcement on Raw saying that Hideo Itami is coming to 205 Live.
So it's a sideways move?
Yes.
Hopefully he's able to inject something into 205 Live that has been really missing since, Neville left.
Yeah.
There's no key player there that
not big enough.
That advances the cruiserweights as a division.
Yeah.
Because Enzo isn't advancing anything as a champion.
No, he's not.
Even as a performer, as part of them. It's just like, okay, you're just out there because you're really good at the mic.
Yeah. And it's just like, no, it's just... no. Yeah. But, and the rumors that Neville might be coming back, we talked about a little bit last week.
Yes.
Fine. I mean, if you brought Neville and Hideo Itami up around the same back and up at the same time, you have 2 big guys you can cover there. And if you use Neville to get his one over on Enzo and then move him off into the Intercontinental title range, again, that's fine because you have Hideo Itami and he can kind of be that back and forth of the cruiserweights in the main Raw.
I feel all of the cruiserweights should be doing that.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about Yeah, use them and build them up as natural stars of Raw, not just the cruiserweights.
Right.
That's their main problem when they're not able to really get in the range of the Intercontinental title.
Exactly.
They can be used there too. That way, you have this kind of back and forth. When they're needed, you can start building stars that when they go back, it'd be like, oh, okay.
Hey, this guy now has the cruiserweight champion. You know, either that or just bring Rey Mysterio back.
I know.
Just somehow give that man whatever he wants.
Vince should just tell Triple H you can deal with Conan.
Yeah. Like, it's so sad that Vince can be that petty.
I know.
That he's willing to walk away from somebody who would be a massive draw and elevate a division, at least one division.
But if they brought Rey Mysterio back, what is he gonna? Is he not gonna just make him go nuts? Looking when he looks at Kalisto and say, "Rey, come here," and Rey actually comes over.
Rey's just like, I'm right here.
Yeah, it's like I'm right next to you. It's like,
wait, I have 4 Rey Mysterios on my roster now.
What's going on? Okay. You're like, I'm actual Rey Mysterio. I'm Kalisto. Shut up, Rey.
Not everyone that wears a mask is Rey Mysterio.
Why aren't you acting like Rey Mysterio? Why don't you wrestle like Rey Mysterio? Because I'm Kalisto. Act like Rey Mysterio. You're Rey Mysterio. No. But yeah, so there's some call-ups there.
Yeah.
So it could be interesting to see what goes on.
Yeah.
I hope Deo Tommy has better luck being used in the cruiserweights
than, say, Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, that'd be a good match right there, though. Too.
Yeah,
but because
I feel that Brian could be used as the benchmark in the cruiserweight division. That it's like you kind of have to go through. You have to have a run with him before you get to have a run for the championship.
Yeah. See,
and if you're good, then you get to move on.
See, I do like this man with a plan idea that they've gone with him.
Yeah.
But you know what I'd love to see him do?
What?
Is kind of morph that man with a plan back into what he was doing when he was a tag champion with London Kendrick or whatever.
Yes.
London, whatever his name, who got fired for smiling on a segment.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Some of the things that people get fired for are absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
Because you know that they end up getting called back at some point.
Yeah. But kind of morphing back into that kind of character there as well.
Yeah.
It could be like off that would I think it would give him a little bit more over with the fans.
Yes.
And then you could use him as another big star. Because he's a big star in the cruiserweights.
I know.
But the character is just not getting over the way WWE is doing it. I think if they let him do what he wanted to do, he would get over more.
Cool.
But who knows? But we'll see what happens. I'd love it if they pull the trigger on the Royal Rumble this year.
Yes.
But only time will tell.
I know. Talking about co-branded things, it's just been announced that Money in the Bank for 2018 is going to be a co-branded show.
Called it!
Which is awesome, but at the same time, I looked over that schedule.
Yes.
And it totally screws over SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
Because SmackDown won't have a pay-per-view alone from May until September.
Yep.
And I'm just like, that's way too long to have, especially since it goes Raw pay-per-view, co-brand, Money in the Bank, back to another Raw pay-per-view.
I know.
It should be a SmackDown pay-per-view.
Yeah. No, Raw has to have all the paper. But actually on the Wrestle Talk on YouTube, they were actually going on saying it actually would go. I don't know why they said it because I thought the schedule was correct, but they said it wouldn't be until October.
Well, it happens. Either happened in the schedule. Either says it was late September or early October.
Yeah,
one of the two. I
because
forget
they get
exactly.
Hell in a Cell, and then they get Clash of Champions.
Yeah.
In December, but it's just like.
But
basically, it breaks down to is like 14 pay-per-views they're aiming for in 2018, 5 for Raw, 4 for SmackDown, 5 co-branded shows.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, you could easily get at least one more show. If you could just do 4.
For Raw.
4 SmackDown. You could kind of figure out a way to blend it.
Yeah.
Oh, Because if you did it this way.
Yeah, because that would bring it, if you did 4 for Raw, 4 for SmackDown, and 5 co-brands, it would bring it to 13 total. Yeah. Instead, they're like, no, we need to do 14. Well, 14, the New Year's Revolution, the UK one. No, what's the UK pay-per-view?
You don't have a UK pay-per-view.
There used to be a UK pay-per-view.
Oh, I don't remember. British Invasion?
Something like that.
I don't know.
That could be your 14th.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, hey, it's one that, our main storylines, it's not part of.
Yeah. I don't know, but what they could do is...
I'm not saying that the UK should be completely forgotten as an audience.
Yes, they should.
No. We should have another pay-per-view at Wembley Stadium. We should have another major pay-per-view there.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't sell out over there.
I don't care, though.
I know. But, no, the thing
Have
is...
Jack Gallagher be the main guy that's headlining that one. Everyone's like, really? Pete Dunne with him, though.
Yeah. No, so, what if you did it this way? If you did, WrestleMania, then you have a Raw pay-per-view. You have Money in the Bank, then you have a SmackDown pay-per-view. SummerSlam, Raw, SmackDown in October.
Yeah.
Survivor Series, SmackDown, Royal Rumble, Raw, WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
But no. Raw has to be the number one brand, even though everyone is bored with what Raw's product is currently. I mean, those of us who are more in the know.
Yeah, because we know how empty the stadiums are.
Oh my God, that reminds me. On Raw, there was actually very quick. It was when Finn was being thrown into the barricade. Mm-hmm. There's a very quick moment. There is no one in the front row on the hard camera side. There is 0 people.
I didn't watch any of the clips, so I don't know.
I was just like,
I think I'll
why?
watch it now.
Why would you? You should at least fill that front row section.
Yeah.
At least 4 rows of people there.
Yeah, there's just that's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but yeah, it's just like clearly what you're doing is not selling tickets.
No.
So you need to adapt. Go to smaller venues, which Vince won't do because how dare no, we're a big man. No, you're clearly not.
If you're not selling out the big venues, you need to move to a smaller venue.
I mean, and apparently I don't know how well they're advertising because Takeover, there are spots that are empty in that arena.
Yeah.
And
even though the crowd is really into it.
Oh, the crowd was into the whole show. From what people were saying in the comments was that there was literally no advertisement for Takeover in Houston.
Which is weird. Really weird. Oh, yeah. It was SmackDown that really suffered this week.
Oh, that's not a surprise.
Because, I mean, think about it. They're, the host city for Survivor Series,
yep.
Especially it's one of the big 4, you have NXT, you have Takeover, you have the pay-per-view, you have Raw, and then you have SmackDown. You have 4 shows in 4 days at the same venue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, or in the same city.
Yep.
Get away from that. Get away from that as fast as you can. Maybe Raw is in the same city, but overall, there should be someplace else. They should, if it's Houston, move to Dallas. Do a show in Austin.
What they should do is, I don't have a problem being in the same city. If there's a smaller venue you could do for those shows, though, not the same arena, but in a smaller venue in the city, that's what you should do. So you can still do all of them in Houston, but not in the same stadium. Yeah. Yes, I get it. Less work for the crews.
Right.
You don't have to break everything down. But you're clearly not selling these tickets out.
No.
For those things.
Because, I mean, fans... yeah, cool. You got fans that are going to show up for NXT. You're going to have fans that show up for all 4 shows.
Yeah.
But your casual fan will buy tickets for one of them.
Yeah. Survivor Series.
If they can't shell out the money for Survivor Series, they're going to Raw.
Yeah.
If Raw's already sold out, then they go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
It really, which is terrible to say that SmackDown,
actually,
audience-wise, is the spillover show.
But actually, the funny thing is, I actually think right now, more people would actually probably buy tickets for SmackDown.
Probably.
Versus Raw.
Oh, I know.
Because of how stale Raw is.
Oh, yeah.
There's only a few people on that show that actually have, aren't that stale. And
Cesaro and Sheamus?
No.
Oh, dude, they
I love them, but I'm just saying, Not the person I was thinking. One of the people, and one of the people I'm thinking of is a giant who happened to stand tall somewhere one night last Sunday.
Might that be a strong man named Braun?
Sure.
Braun Strowman.
I was thinking of a bearded assassin, cerebral assassin, but
I
sure.
mean that dude too.
But that guy,
yeah. Everyone knows who he is.
Get back into Money in the Bank.
Yes,
we've been saying this. We said this back in June.
It should be a co-brand.
Though, because that match, when you have it for one brand, it doesn't serve well for the other brand who doesn't get it.
Right.
So I'm glad that they're doing this. There's no word if they're going to group NXT with them, or do the 4 shows like they did this one. I actually think they will probably at least bring in NXT because NXT usually does another takeover around June anyway.
Yeah.
They usually do one. So they usually do about 5. Basically, they kind of been doing like the big 5.
Yep.
Well, the big 4 with the King of the Ring, though the King of the Ring was considered like a big 5 because before they do into the month to month in your house.
Yep.
There was 5 big pay-per-views. King of the Ring was the last one added.
Right.
So Money in the Bank can take that spot. Unlike the big 4, Money in the Bank doesn't need to be a 4-hour show.
No, it doesn't.
You take 2 or 3 big storylines from each brand, put them on there.
They fill out the card.
And then you have 2 ladder matches. Both Money in the Banks, one for the women, one for the men. No more 2 ladder matches, one for each brand. It's 1 briefcase for the men, 1 briefcase for the women.
Yep.
And you have 4 women, 4 men in each match from each brand.
Right.
Bam. There you go. Here's how I would book, at least for the men, because I haven't really figured out what I would do with the women.
Okay.
Carmella still has the briefcase when she had the perfect opportunity to cash in on Sunday.
Yes. It was there. It was waiting for her.
We'll get to that in a little bit. And actually, I had a strong feeling she might actually do it. But
it would have been an awesome cap.
Yeah, it would have been. So, but especially, no one would have seen it coming after Charlotte just won the belt.
Right.
So, but here's what I would do for the men. Whoever is going to be, you wanted to be like the person who would potentially take the belt off of someone.
Right.
Let's say you wanted the person to take the belt off of Roman. Cheaply, because it's Roman, he can't lose clean, obviously. Then a SmackDown star has to win it, because another SmackDown person won it. They're gonna go after the World WWE title.
Well, of course.
When they're ready, you have them show up randomly. No music.
No music.
No.
They just pop up
out of the crowd by the announce table.
Yeah.
And cheap shot Roman, because we all know Roman will be the Universal Champion at that point.
And he can't lose clean.
Yep. Crack him in the back, really hand it to the ref. The ref calls it. By the time the ref has the bell is announced, Roman's kind of getting back on his feet. Whoever it is, let's say Big Match John, just for the hell of it.
Okay.
Also, it'd be awesome to see John just cheap shot someone from behind with a. And
it's his heel turn.
And
everyone goes crazy off that.
And everyone goes happy because, we'd all be cheering because it's Cena versus Reigns, and we saw what happened when they wrestled.
Exactly.
Everyone wanted Cena to win, ironically.
The funniest part of that entire situation is that Cena would be doing a heel turn and still be the face in that situation.
Yeah, exactly. Bell rings, AA, 1 AA.
Single AA.
Pin. New Universal Champion. Yes, he breaks the 17-time World Championship. We all know it's 21 with Ric Flair.
It's 24.
Actually, 24.
It's actually over 24 if you count a number of the other championship belts that he's won that no one really talks about.
Well, he counts it as 21.
Yeah,
Flair.
But it's 24 because there was. Sorry, you have the WCW title.
Yep. Well, that's what counted in his runs.
Yeah. And I want to say it's the NWA or AWA title.
NWA is already counted as part of his runs.
Yeah.
So it's probably the AWA.
Yeah. There's like a couple of championships that he had with them.
I would stick with the 21 because basically that you're referring to, I think it's just, there's one other, I can't remember which one it is. It just, they don't count as the 21.
I know.
I'll look it up sometime. One of the official 21 world titles, he says
right.
it is.
Now, they only count the 16 because those are the belts that WWE now owns.
Yes. So that's why I think. But whatever. But the thing is, it'd be great just to see that.
John Cena beats the record.
Yeah. And here's a very key factor for the next year's Women in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
A man doesn't win it.
Yeah, that would be a big key.
Yeah.
Hey, James Ellsworth isn't there, so that possibility's out.
There's always a chance that Kevin Douglas' left tooth will jump in there and do it.
It's actually Rusev.
Oh, yeah, Rusev. He hands it to Lana.
He destroys everyone in the ring, somehow including Lana.
Yeah.
Doesn't realize it. Just goes up, grabs the briefcase, looks down at Lana, goes, "Oh, sorry, honey," and hands it to her.
He's confused, thinking it was the men's.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he hands it to Lana, who, by the way, is not in the match. She's just at ringside for Tamina.
Yes.
And walks off.
He's like, I don't know what to do with this here. And then, like, she's the champ. She won the match. And you're like, she wasn't even in the match.
And then you just see photos on Lana's Instagram, them out shopping or thing, and Lucius is there. Instead of holding her purse,
he's holding
he's like, why did I pull this down for her?
That would actually be cool. Do the whole make Lana a full-time women's wrestler again, but have Rusev, when she comes out for women's stuff, have him be her valet.
Yeah, and then he has to hold the
but I mean, it's Rusev, so it'll be more like he's protecting it for her.
Yeah, but no, like make him tell him like one time he has to hold it like a purse.
Yeah, he's just like, he just sits down for commentary, and they're like, "So why are you holding it?" And he's like, "I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm here. So let's talk about the match."
Yeah. Oh, great! I have a better idea. Talking about burying talent, Triple H just sends one of his eldest daughter down there to climb up, just run up it, and just come down and walk off.
Oh. Aren't they like not even teenagers yet?
I think his oldest is getting close to a teenager. I think she may be 12.
Maybe.
Something like that.
That is and she needs to, when she does officially become part of the roster, because she probably will. She carries around a golden shovel. Her gimmick is that she just buries people.
No, it'd be really funny if she gets to the top of the ladder, she can't reach it. She like points to like Becky Lynch and is like,
No. Then it mysteriously comes down a little bit.
She just goes like,
she points to the back and she points down and it just lowers a little bit.
Like, what?
It's the opposite of the supposedly boss man raising.
Yeah.
It's the boss man comes right out afterwards and he's like, just gives her a thumbs up and walks away, and you're like,
Bossman's dead.
So I know.
Yeah, he's just
selling it. He's like
Owen. Wow, we're dead. We're going now.
That was. We had to get dark there again.
Yeah.
We already talked about Atami. Moving over to 205. Supposedly, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have more heat. Backstage.
I just watched a video when you were on the crapper.
Yes.
Apparently, Owens' heat is gone.
Oh, okay.
But Sammy's remains.
Which is weird.
They didn't explain why, but yeah, it's funny like that. Who knows?
By the way, having Sammy be a heel again is wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like their version of the heels. They're out there just to have fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That old, the classic DX style of two heels that are just like, nope, we're out here to have fun. If we're not having fun, we're kicking someone's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Plain and simple. I don't know if this is more of a work or if this is story. Because I don't know what's going on with regarding their heat. It was the whole on the UK tour that they were, that they went into business for themselves and got sent home. Personally, if you line up the events, it looks like they may have missed. It was just a missed cue.
11. The oldest should be 11.
Okay. Yeah, so that would make it even worse.
That'd be hilarious. An 11-year-old girl runs up,
wins Money in the Bank.
It wouldn't be as bad as Ellsworth winning it.
Yeah, it would be.
And then she shows up with, and then when she finally actually starts to wrestle, like she actually she actually comes out with it.
She still has it.
Her debut is she just comes in and like cracks someone in the back, cashes in, and the rest is like,
where did this come from?
I think Bailey's the current one, and she's like
never cashed it in.
It's like she grabs the mic and like, I never cashed this in when I won it back in 2018. Ring the bell. And it's like and
wow. All right.
Triple H and Stephanie come out. And they just stand there with their arms folded. And they're like, the person's not even, one of the champions
ring the bell.
Hasn't even stood up yet.
Yep, just ring the bell.
Ring a bell.
Just lays down on top of her. No, even better. The foot goes full Stephanie McMahon on it.
Yep.
And it's just like, nope. Just putting my foot on top of her.
And you can tell she's barely touching her.
Yeah.
At the very tip of her boot. Barely touching.
Oh, yeah, just just presses down on the girl's hand.
Yeah.
On whoever's down, just steps on her hand.
Yep.
That's it.
And just like
tap. All right, and that's game.
Like,
that's
what the fuck? Everyone's like, what the fuck?
And they call her the next level game.
The next level.
It's the game. The sequel.
My dad was the game.
Oh my god! Actually, do you know how awesome that would be as a gimmick? Is that she is Stephanie?
Yeah.
But with Hunter's ability in ring.
Oh no! Like
so like a lot of time it's my daddy.
Yeah.
You know, my daddy says I get to do this.
Yeah.
My daddy said I could be in the ring. You don't want to piss my mommy off.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that would be a genius heel gimmick.
That would be kind of fun. Especially because it would be legit. Like, actually, like, thing. But no, it'd be fun.
Because you'd be like, is it story or is she actually going off script and pulling a power move on this?
Because it would be fun. Like, because Triple H says, people say, turn that whole, what Triple H said around, like, I don't just play the game, I am the game.
Yeah.
And said, my dad is and what is the game. I'm the player of the game.
Yeah.
And
by the way, I have him wrapped around my little finger.
And everyone knows you have to have a player to play the game. And I play that game. And she just pulled up her pinky.
It just holds up that pinky.
And just kind of wiggles it. I play that game the best.
That would be awesome.
And it's just like that. It's like, yeah, she doesn't have to be the game.
No.
She can, because she knows how to play the game.
She knows how to manipulate the game.
Not just manipulate, it's like, I can play the game. Basically saying I can make the game do what I want. And
eventually, like, the biggest payoff regarding character would be a couple of years later when she has a confrontation with Stephanie, her mom, and she's just like, now I'm pulling a power trip. Steph, you're fired. And they're like, what? And then Triple H is like, well, remember when a couple years ago when we named that she had such and such ability with the company? It turns out that she actually can fire you.
Yeah.
Sorry. And it's just one of those that it's like, oh. And like then she looks at Triple H and she's like, you keep me happy, you get to keep your job too.
Yeah.
Remember when Vince retired? Yeah, he actually named her the heir of the company.
That would be kind of fun.
And it's just like, wait, what? So this entire time? Yeah, she's like, I'm not happy. You're gone.
Yeah.
She becomes the new Vince.
That'd be kind of fun.
Oh, that would be awesome.
But yeah, so bring it back to Money in the Bank.
Back to Sammy and KO.
Sammy and KO, Money in the Bank and all that is great. But going back to Sammy and KO, so apparently there is some heat on Sammy. Why? Who knows? Whatever.
Could be,
they're teasing
I don't know.
They're teasing them going to Raw. They're not going to the Raw any sooner than WrestleMania, after WrestleMania, which would be pointless because they were brought over to SmackDown from Raw last year's Superstar Shake-Up.
I know.
So it wouldn't make sense.
Now, what would be better for a story is that, much like we've said, maybe there's free agents, and Raw's like, hey, we'll take these guys from you, to SmackDown, and Shane steps in the way. Because he wants to punish KO and Sammy. Yeah. And then eventually, you just see KO and Sammy show up on Raw one day. And you're like, wait, why are these guys over here? Bringing in that whole, why are these guys here? Yeah. What are these outsiders doing on this show? And then Shane's like, you're still under contract with us. Steph's like, yeah, they also signed a contract with us. Mm-hmm. And you're like, that would add another level to storylines.
Yeah.
Because then it would show that there is competition to keep good talent on one show. And, you know, that would be a lot. But instead of the superstar shakeup, get rid of that thing.
I know.
There should be a draft every year.
I'm saying, have free agents contracts with brands so it makes it more interesting.
Right.
That way you can secure your champions are secure. Unless they happened when they came over, the part of the contract was, they aren't secure in their champion.
Yeah.
They can take the Intercontinental or U.S. because those are the only two belts that can switch shows.
Or they get stripped of the belt when they change the show. And that could be part of storyline and add drama.
It's just one of those things where you could do. It's just, get rid of the stupid superstar shakeup.
Yeah, it's not necessary anymore.
It was dumb how they did it. Or if they're going to do it better than they did the way they did it last year. Instead of people just showing, oh, this person's on Raw now. This person's on SmackDown now. No,
there should be a huge announcement.
There should be a reveal or a reason why.
I kind of feel that it should be post SummerSlam. If you're going to do any of that, do it post SummerSlam, and it shouldn't be a major shakeup. It should just be like so-and-so is now signed with SmackDown. Raw did a trade with SmackDown for these two guys.
Here's what I think they should do.
Yep.
Because Vince loves his play on sports in real life.
Yes.
There should be a draft every year. I don't give a shit when. Hell, do it right in the middle of July, when they actually did the actual first draft when they did the brand split.
Yeah, why not?
It's not on Raw or SmackDown. It's a network special.
Yes.
And it's done exactly like the NBA, NFL.
And it should be on Sunday.
Yeah, it should be
just before Raw and SmackDown that week.
On a Sunday. It's like a 3-hour special.
Yep.
Where certain people are available. You don't know who has a contract who could be available.
Right.
It's not revealed.
Because trades could happen at the same time.
Maybe one or two names from each show whose contract is up with their brand.
Yep.
Not with WWE.
No.
It was up, and you could then they're up for grabs. Doesn't mean they can't. They will, but you get that hype to find out, and you could do those things where all of a sudden John Cena's back on Raw, and then halfway through, Cena's back to SmackDown.
There was a trade, and John Cena's back on SmackDown. Suddenly, John Cena's on NXT.
Yeah,
you're like, wait, what? Where did that come from?
It does this one of the things where you could have a mix-up, have some new talent. I don't know, Bullet Club like Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks.
Oh my God!
You hint at a big independent, someone who's not signed with WWE,
right,
is signing, and they're gonna be up for a draft. On the draft, who are you gonna pick to go? Who are you gonna go to see? All of a sudden, Kenny Omega is announced on SmackDown.
Shane's like, we're taking Kenny Omega, and you're like, wait,
what?
He was even eligible?
Yeah. What? He comes out.
Yeah.
So I know this. See, I know this thing would be one of those things where it'd be hard to do because you usually have a house show or something like that.
Now, the best part is he picks up the blue shirt and doesn't put it on. He just holds it up.
Yeah.
And then just goes, yeah, no, I'm gonna keep wearing the Bullet Club stuff. Yeah. Screw you, and walks out.
No, he's like, when he comes out, he's holding up the SmackDown shirt.
Yeah.
Perfectly covering his other shirt, and then when he gets to the center, he just kind of drops it. It's a SmackDown, but it's in the shirt, but it's kind of distorted into a Bullet Club version of it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he picks up the mic and says, "You picked me. You don't get just me. You get the entire elite.
You get the elite.
You get the elite." And then Cody and the Young Bucks all come out.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That'd be hilarious. AJ comes out, he's like.
Actually, the weird part is,
and the Young Bucks are like, we can do this now.
You remember, just before Kenny became the leader, they kicked out AJ. So there could be, struggles.
Yeah.
And it would be great, much like we finally got to see two former leaders of the Bullet Club go against each other, AJ and Finn. It would be nice to see AJ, Finn, and Kenny all in the ring together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, that a triple threat like that. I don't know if they'd allow Kenny to do half the stuff that he does, though.
I think Triple H would get it passed. They would show him. They would have him adjust it to more WE way. They would want him to do it.
Because that one-winged angel that's almost outside of what they do for a driver.
What's his name? What's his name from Sanity? He does that. He does the one-winged angle, so they figured out how to adjust that. Move, so they could easily do it. Change that.
Cool. Cool.
So, but do we have any other news items?
Roman won the IC title and is now a Grand Slam champion.
Oh, yay. Yay.
Even though I do have to say he looks happier and he was actually celebrating this win. I'm just hoping that he continues to not do what he did last time and just drag the belt behind him, or sometimes not even come out with the belt.
You mean like, here's my feeling is he was probably told you better celebrate.
Yeah.
Because after what John Cena talked about, when you drag that, it won't go over well with the fans if you drag another belt.
Not the IC title.
Yeah. And also with Rollins and Ambrose in there, it kind of made it like a bigger deal.
Yeah. I see it happening. Prior to Rumble, there will be a moment where Rollins and Ambrose are going to be the tag champions.
Yep.
And Roman is still going to be the IC champion.
I'm going to make a call that it's probably going to be Fastlane when...
December?
No, not December. February.
That's February?
Yeah. Fastlane is when he'll drop the belt.
Oh, yeah, when he'll drop the belt.
Yeah.
Probably be December when Rollins and Ambrose pick up the tag titles. Because it'll be Fastlane where you see them break down.
Yeah.
All three. The Shield just goes straight losses that night.
You know what would be fun to see?
What?
The Fishman just says, fuck this Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns thing. We're gonna get the Shield again. This time at WrestleMania.
You know that's never going to happen.
No belt on the line. Or better yet, the Intercontinental title on the line for them. How great would that be? Especially since Rollins has never held it.
I know.
But no, we're going to get Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And there's a decree.
It's going to be 10 minutes.
Oh, by the way, and there's been a decree by Vince McMahon.
Yes.
No one kicks out of the F5 until WrestleMania. That's why it takes only one.
And it'll be 4 F5s on Roman.
Yep. And he'll kick out all of them.
Yep. And a single Superman punch and one spear will be able to defeat.
It'll be, not just that, it'll be an F5. There'll be an F5 into the ring post. And Reigns will still kick out. And it'll be Roman's head.
Okay, maybe not that far.
No, I'm just showing the ridiculous that Vince will go to get him, make him see how powerful he is.
It's ridiculous.
Here's the problem when you try to make someone that big. When it's time to take the belt off the person.
Yeah.
Even no matter how much you say you hurt him, there's always someone where I can point like you made him. Got worst beaten up last time.
Yeah, and got the win.
And got the win. So what's different this time? Well, no.
So the only way to be able to do that is for 4 straight weeks before the pay-per-view where he's going to drop the title. He gets beat up every single week in the backstage, just beat up and beat up and beat up. That's the only way you can sell that.
Yep.
Is that he's coming into it injured.
And we already played that off where he came in injured and won.
Yeah, I know.
Before. So,
I know. No. Damn it. One last bit of news.
What's that?
Wow, I mean, we're going to be running fast.
Yeah.
There's a possibility that WWE won't be with USA as of 2019 because their contract with USA, rather with NBC, is ending in 2019.
Yeah, September.
Yeah. And there's actually a company that is eyeballing WWE.
What?
Fox.
Really?
Partly because they believe that that if they don't secure the UFC for another contract, then they will go directly after the WWE instead.
That'd be interesting because I actually read an article about the same thing that they're looking that WWE may be a good alternative if they lose the UFC contract.
Right.
For that.
Because the negotiations are they're all for both the UFC and WWE kind of happen around the same time.
Yeah. Because two USA, NBC, Universal, Comcast basically, they have an exclusive negotiating period up until May.
Yeah, May of next year
of 2018.
Yeah.
Exclusive. Then after that, WWE can talk to anyone else.
Yes.
Basically, we said this off mic beforehand. Is like WWE's going to come in looking for a big number.
Yes.
And if I was the president of USA or
NBC, whoever's doing the actual contract,
I'd be like, whatever they say, I'm like, this is like January, because that's when they're probably talking. I'm like, yeah. You can go talk to everyone else now. We're not going to even wait to the spring.
You're not bringing in the advertising numbers that we want.
You don't have the ratings that you is.
Well, ratings don't really matter. It's social media now. It's like you're still not generating enough to counterbalance the loss of ratings.
If you look at the ratings they were when they renegotiated the contract last time, they were a lot higher.
Yeah.
And I mean, they didn't get the deal that they were hoping for, that they basically promised to.
There has been a major uptick in the last 3 months, though.
A little bit. Not much.
It's been enough that people are going, all right, we're coming back. We're doing this.
But the ratings always spike around this time because we're getting into almost Royal Rumble.
Yes.
That's why. It's always, but no, even in the numbers when they were negotiating for like the summer, they were a lot higher in the summer.
It was a lot better then.
So it's just like, just goes to show you that I actually hope the ratings get worse around WrestleMania time, because we know Roman's going to be there, specifically for Raw.
Yeah.
Because here's my thing. It will be a unanimous way of us fans telling Vince McMahon and Universal we reject Roman Reigns as the guy, their champion.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe finally Vince will have to say, okay, he can be a main eventer.
Yeah, but he's not the guy.
He's not the guy. We got to cut back on his push.
Yeah.
Which, unfortunately, to prove and to sell us on this, they have to basically punish Reigns in a sense of losses.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's the only way to prove to us that he's no longer the guy. But
yeah, I know.
You know who would be a good guy?
Who?
To replace him?
Who?
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. AJ Styles.
Vince McMahon wanted him way back in then.
I know.
I mean, come on. The Chosen One gimmick? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know.
But, come on. I mean, AJ Styles would be a great person, but like, his contract is coming up, and he's basically said on a radio show he's wants to be done wrestling by 42. His contract expires a year before he's 42.
You know what? Give him a year contract.
Oh, so here's what I would do. If I was AJ, I'd like literally go up to them and like, look, I want to be done wrestling at 42 full time. Let's just extend my contract. Let's put in a settlement, like what my salary, what I'm going to be making at that time. Nothing changes now.
Right.
For that last year. Then we can renegotiate for a lesser schedule. Yeah, I'm going to be working basically every pay-per-view brand I'm on, but my house shows cut down a little bit.
Give him the Shawn Michaels treatment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get him to work till he's 45.
Yeah.
But the first two, like 42 and 43, is his number of house shows cut down.
Yes.
Then 43 through 45, you start to bring not just house shows down even more, but pay-per-views kind of come down a little bit.
Yeah. He's not at every pay-per-view.
Yeah, kind of thing. And then his last year, basically from maybe some SummerSlam to WrestleMania, he's working a lot. House shows are basically gone except for like maybe the big branded pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Right around there. And then he could retire at WrestleMania.
Cool.
But, all right, we got to get to our review.
All right.
So, and the better show of the weekend was, still is always NXT.
Yeah. So I'm going to just...
Can I just say this?
Yes.
If you've not seen War Games, go watch fucking War Games.
Yeah, this was good.
Oh my god. I didn't understand the shark cage element when they first talked about, when they said the rules. When they brought them out, and actually I'm like, oh, okay. It's basically clear that it's to prevent people from brawling outside the ring.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense, because half the time at War Games, they were brawling outside, which, if you're separated...
Yeah.
If you weren't separate like that, there's no reason why you shouldn't be fighting.
Right. Now, The other rule that I thought was awesome is that if you left
because there's no top,
you leave the cage, you forfeit for your team.
Yes. So I did love that. Also, I didn't really make sense to me with the way they explain the rules is every 3 minutes, a member of the thing. I thought the way it's explained to me, for some reason, is like one of each per team was going to be let in. No.
It's the entire team.
I'm like, that makes more sense, but the way it was explained is like,
yep.
They could just brawl to the...
Yeah. One member of each team starts out in the ring, and then every 3 minutes, the rest of one of the teams comes in.
What worked really best for War Games, let's just start with War Games, because we're already talking about it.
Yeah, of course.
Is that the captain started.
Yes.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
I liked that. I thought that was a great start off. That right there just shows you this is going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be really good. And, oh my, how many false finishes were there? Once everyone was in there. Oh my god, that was a lot.
The double electric chair.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
I love the what was it? The Super Collider power bomb between the two rings with Authors of Pain.
Yep.
That was awesome. Man, it was just like there were some great spots there.
It was really imaginative.
Oh yeah.
It felt like there was an advancement in-ring style.
Oh yeah. And can I just say this? Yeah. When Sandy finally fully gets into the ring, you had what's his name? I can't remember, the dorky guy gets right in there, and Big Dymo, whatever his name is now, basically goes around and he just starts pulling weapons out and tossing them in there, and he's just like this. And then when he's about to get in, the table chant starts, and he's like. And he goes he goes around, pulls on some tables. He's like, yeah. He's like, okay. He puts him in. He pulls him in, and when he gets in, he has the chain. He locks the cage.
Yeah.
You're not. No one's getting out. You want to get out? You gotta go up. You're gonna lose for your team, but I'm like, yes.
That's awesome.
It was. Oh my god, that was a great match.
And we both called the winner, Undisputed Era, on this one.
I swear you picked Sandy at one point.
Nope.
You said you picked Sandy. I guess you changed your mind when you finished wrote it down.
I mean, maybe I wanted Sandy to win because I like Eric Young.
Maybe that's what you said, but I swore you picked Sandy.
My real pick was Undisputed Era.
It was. They had to win this one.
Then the women's Fatal 4-Way, which was awesome.
Oh my god, that was
especially with Asuka coming out after.
Yeah.
And being like, here's the championship.
Yep. We knew Ember Moon was going to win this.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you know what the funny thing is?
What?
The person I wanted to win this, Peyton Royce,
had
Twitter saying she should win it.
Yeah.
Which was, I'm like, yeah, she should have won it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I was hoping more for an Ember, like, heelish win. But whatever. We knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't have a long run, because I wanted her to, like, go to the main roster and give some of these other people a chance with the run. Because after Asuka's run, we don't need a long run with this one. No. We actually need a few shorter reigns.
Yeah.
Would counteract that before we get another long women's run. But time will tell.
Then we have Aleister Black versus the Velveteen Dream.
Oh my fucking god, that was an amazing match.
By the way, we were both like, Velveteen Dream, yeah, this is going to be kind of a squash match or whatever. Like, we knew that Black was winning.
Yeah.
It turned out to be a lot more even than either one of us thought it was going to be.
I knew there was, like, he was taunting him. I didn't realize that Aleister Black was refusing to acknowledge him or even say his name.
Yeah.
And then he actually's like, say my name! And the fans were actually saying, say his name!
Yeah.
Say his name! And finally, at the end of the match, after Velveteen lost,
Aleister Black was like, nope, no. And now I respect you, kid.
Velveteen Dream. And he was like,
what? You said my name, bro.
There's a video in the back. He's like, all I care is that he said my name.
Yeah.
This is like,
that's all it was about. Was, am I going to get the respect from you finally?
So, and that was like, oh my god, that match did more for Velveteen Dream, than for Aleister Black, which was fine because
clearly it was designed to do that.
When on paper it was designed, you'd think it was more to get Aleister Black over, but no, it.
Which shows that the booking, if done right, can put over the guy who lost.
Yes, and that's it just shows you that
unlike Vince, who books everyone to be either the winner or buried.
Yes. If your name's not Roman Reigns, you're getting buried.
Yeah.
Even in New Japan, those guys are buried.
Yeah.
Roman, go bury him. They won't let me in the building. You're Roman Reigns. Just tell them you're Roman Reigns.
Yeah, just tell them you're Roman Reigns. Yeah. I did. They told me no.
He said, you don't work here. Go away. Or you're going to be arrested.
So, also, Cassius Ohno versus Lars Sullivan. I went with Cassius Ohno on this one. An idiot. You went with Lars, and yeah, you won. Okay, moving on.
No. So, how many... Wait, we didn't talk about Drew McIntyre.
No, that's the last one.
Oh, okay. I think we were moving on to like Survivor Series. But yeah, that was actually a pretty good matchup. But Lars, man.
Yeah.
I can see a matchup looking if they don't put Black into the NXT title picture at the WrestleMania NXT Takeover.
Mm-hmm.
I have a matchup for them.
What?
Lars versus Black.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great matchup.
That would be cool.
Okay, going on to the NXT.
Drew McIntyre, the champion, versus Andrade Almas with Zelina Vega.
Can I just say this?
Yes.
This is what happens when you're used to WWE type booking.
Yes.
Having a good storyline going into this and not expect no payoff to be it.
Yep.
Because that's basically what I said last week. I said Almas has a storyline here. A long one. Redemption. He's finally back on time. He's earned a title shot. So it kind of was payoff, but there's no way they're going to take the belt off Drew McIntyre so easily. And then they should, because he's already defended, so it wouldn't be like here's his first title reign.
Yeah.
Takes the title offense, he loses it. But no, I'm like, no, they're cleaning that. Because Drew McIntyre's entire storyline, since he showed up at NXT TakeOver in January, was the NXT title. We got that payoff at SummerSlam.
Yes.
In Brooklyn. So, him retaining it at the NXT, yes, it would have been a thing, but there wasn't really much storyline for him. It wasn't about him winning it and defending it. It was about him winning it.
Yes.
So, my jadedness from WWF not paying off the storyline, I went with McIntyre.
Yeah.
You went with McIntyre.
Because it makes the most sense.
Because we're used to WWE's stupid booking. Not Triple H's. Let's pay off the storyline. And that's what they did here, and it was awesome because no one saw it coming. And
that's the best part of it is that no one saw it coming.
And can I just say this? I love that we finally have a woman valet like Lita getting involved in men's matches again.
Yes,
and actually being able to do it. And what was awesome was the first time she did it, Drew basically she came down and she's like he just brought her back up and set her back on, and she was like. She moves out of the way, and Drew decks Almas when he tried to come through the ropes.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And then even at the end, when he's on his knees, she was able to actually do it. I love that kind of frames. I can't wait for she's actually in the women's, actually wrestling for the women's.
Exactly.
But it was a great payoff, and it was an amazing match. Unfortunately, it looks like Drew McIntyre got hurt at the end.
Yes. So it was a bicep tear.
So it was officially a bicep tear?
Yes.
And from what I heard, the finish was not changed because of it.
No.
That was the finish plan. It's just he got hurt with the final the DDT off of the second rope.
Right.
When he was holding it there, that's where it happened. So it was like nothing.
Nope. That was supposed to... The finish was supposed to happen, and they still went through with it. It just so happened that he was injured.
Yeah. He got injured at the very minute.
Yeah.
Which sucks for Drew.
Right.
Because there was also people thinking about maybe a call-up after Survivor Series.
Which would have been cool.
But who knows if that was part of the plan. But
I'd like to see him called up sometime around the Rumble.
I'm thinking Rumble would have been a better in the end.
Post-Rumble call-up.
No, I'm talking about at the Rumble.
Well, no. He makes his appearance at the Rumble.
Yeah.
But it's as an NXT guy.
Yeah, like you don't know, like... and they make it he's NXT.
Yep.
Because it's not an official call. Like they don't say he's called up.
No.
They don't say it's not an official call. They just say refer to him as NXT, former NXT champion.
Yep.
He's part of the NXT brand. Blah 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 blah
yep.
blah. And then happened to show up.
Oh look, it's one of the NXT guys. It's
yeah.
so nice that Raw or SmackDown that the main roster is throwing a bone to them.
Yeah.
Because you know that's the way that Michael Cole would phrase it.
Because Vince McMahon would have
been yelling at him in his ear for 10 minutes prior to that.
Before he even showed up.
This is what you're going to say to them.
Yeah, because in Vince McMahon, NXT is just full of people who would draw $1.
Right.
Yet they draw money all the time on the NXT.
I know.
More than half the talent would probably do on their own.
I know.
Anyway.
All right, let's get over to Survivor Series.
The second best show of the night, which was still a great show.
Where I had...
Oh, wait. Here's a question for you.
Yeah?
Who won NXT?
So, NXT was actually a lot closer than we thought it would be.
Yeah.
You got 4 right.
Yep.
I got 3 right. So, I mean, it was only 1 difference.
Yep, not too bad.
Then Survivor Series happened, and I got 2
yeah.
right.
Yeah, you did.
That's all I got right.
If I would have gone with my gut feeling with that payoff and actually officially would have called Almas,
yeah, I know.
Actually gone with it, I would have gone for a 5 out of 5.
I know.
Wow, when I realized that, I'm like, why?
Yeah, that's great.
But anyway, Survivor Series. How many did I win?
6.
How many did I get wrong?
2.
Which ones did I get wrong?
The 2 that I got right.
Oh, okay.
Literally, the 2 that I got right are the 2 that you got wrong. Well, no, that's not true. Actually, the 2 that I got right, you also chose the same thing.
So which ones did I actually get wrong?
We'll get to those in a little bit. So we open the pre-show with a match from Sami Zayn and from KO and Sami
against the Fashion Police,
which actually was a pretty decent match.
I didn't watch
surprisingly,
but I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah. I actually watched it live on YouTube.
Oh, really? It was live on YouTube?
But the funniest part is YouTube actually had commercials in the middle of the match.
That's funny.
But the YouTube stream, the Facebook stream did not.
That's funny.
I had to switch back and forth. Every time YouTube, whoever was controlling that stream, kept randomly putting... Swear to God, it's Kevin Dunn's right tooth. And the left tooth was doing Facebook. Because Facebook, the commercials happened before and after
each match,
and every segment during the pre-show, while the YouTube stream was random. Like, they rang the bell, 3 seconds in, the YouTube stream went to a commercial.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, wait, what? The match just started. Why are you doing it now? And it was just, okay. And it wasn't like a YouTube commercial.
Oh, really?
It was a WWE commercial.
Wow. Someone was an idiot.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying it was Kevin Dunn's right tooth. Yeah. Or was it his left tooth that we find to be more of the idiot? Either way, it's Kevin Dunn's fault.
Yeah.
But the first one that we...
Like, it's not my fault. They control me. Shut up.
Shut up, Kevin. So the first one that we were predicted was Enzo Amore versus Kalisto. And why they keep the belt on Enzo, I'm not entirely sure.
I would have loved to have been wrong on this one.
Exactly.
Even though Kalisto's in the match, but because he's a soul sucker.
I know.
Not as bad in the cruiserweights, but yeah.
He's doing better.
Yeah, he is. He does better when he's with the cruiserweights, but yeah. But I knew it was going to be with Enzo.
I don't know why they decided to keep it with Enzo.
I don't know.
Doesn't make sense.
No.
I got it wrong. You got it right.
Starting off.
Congratulations.
Another win on the winning streak.
Yeah. So the next one up that we had was Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair, which was a damn solid match.
Oh my God, it was a solid match.
Like, I liked the fact that Alexa was basically just staying away from her.
Yeah.
As much as she could, would jump in, strike, run away. Jump in, strike, run away. And every time Charlotte got her hands on Alexa, it was just like, and Alexa is down on the mat for a period of time.
Yep. And
then she finally gets up and rolls out of there.
Yeah, found a way to get away.
It was wonderful heel-face dynamic in the ring. Quite honestly, it shows why both of these women are champions.
Yes.
They are the top of the block right now.
Yeah, and it was a great match. Again, this would have been a great payoff to Carmella because of SmackDown's loss earlier in the night.
Yep.
To come out and cash in on Charlotte. No one would have seen it coming.
Or cash in on Alexa. Either one.
Because it was supposed to be only for SmackDown, but it would have been great if she came in and then just took Alexa's.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on Raw, bitch. Bye.
I'm now the champion on Raw.
Oh, by the way, Alexa, you're now on SmackDown again. And go off. That won't happen because you have to have the goddess remain on the A brand.
Yeah.
Which we're now going to hear from on Raw for the next 6 months because we got to make sure everyone knows Raw's the A brand because they beat SmackDown.
Yeah.
There was no fucking stakes. You think we actually really care which show's the A brand or B brand?
We don't.
We do care because we all know SmackDown is actually the A brand, even though WWE sees it. No matter
talent-wise, they are way better.
Yeah, SmackDown could have won all 7 matches, and it would still be treated like the B show.
Yep.
So it means nothing.
So the next one that we had on our list was The Miz versus Baron Corbin. We both got this one wrong. Yeah, and I'm glad that we got it wrong.
Yeah, so did I.
That was a lot better match than we expected it to be.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like...
By the way, Baron Corbin still needs to shave his head.
Yes, he does.
He needs to cut that, shave it right down.
I'm pretty sure someone said there was a chant, shave your head, or
yes,
baldy.
Yes, there was those style chants.
Yeah.
Which was absolutely hilarious.
But yeah, it was a much better match than I was expecting.
Yeah.
And his promo afterwards was great.
Yeah, it was.
It was short. Hey, Roman, here's a little hint. Take some advice from him,
which is weird because he's never been that good.
Yeah.
Oh, I did like his coming to the ring.
Yeah.
Where he's holding up the U.S. belt.
Yeah.
And like 2 audience members being like, "No, I'm the champion."
Yeah. He actually, instead of dragging it like Roman did.
Yeah.
He was like, "No, I'm the champion. I'm the U.S. I'm the better."
Yeah. I was like, "That's good for you, buddy."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's awesome." I mean, I really hope that he's able to clear up whatever issues he has backstage.
Well, see, like this also, we should have seen this coming because after his thing with Sin Cara, he needed a strong win here.
Yes, he did.
And going forward, hopefully they'll book him better against. You can have someone like Sin Cara,
and
things like that in there, but you can't. Don't do the cheap way that they did it.
No.
Book it a little bit differently if you can do it.
You know what? Why not throw a bone to Nakamura with him?
Yeah.
You know, who else on SmackDown could be stepping into that? Jinder.
Yeah.
Why not have a match with a little run with Jinder?
I know Jinder is supposed to be going for the WWE.
But have Baron start challenging him.
When he fails to capture from AJ again.
Yeah.
What better way to piss off everyone? Take the U.S.
Yeah. Be the foreign guy with the U.S. title.
Because we all know it worked for Rusev. Why not for Jinder?
It did work for Rusev. That was actually pretty cool.
So,
yeah. Now the first of the tag matches.
Yep.
The champion versus champion tag match. Bar versus the Usos.
Who got that one right?
You got it right.
Yes, I did.
But it was a brutal match.
Oh my god, was it a brutal match.
I did not expect this level of brutality out of it.
Yeah, this is the second Uso match on a pay-per-view that was brutal.
That just took it to one more level.
I really like the Usos with the Uso Penitentiary.
Yeah.
Mind frame. I'm looking forward to see what they're gonna do with Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
I have to say about this match, this could have, halfway through it, could have gone either direction.
Oh, yeah.
Even all the way up to almost the end of it, it could have gone either direction.
There were a few matches I'm like, this could go, and this is going on, especially on NXT, there's like, this is going to win, and they, wait,
where are we going?
Wait, now this, and then when the win came, I'm like, okay, but they did really well of hiding the conclusion of the booking.
Yes.
Which means Vince McMahon had nothing to do with it. He just told them who won.
Yep.
And Triple H said, "Come here, guys.
All right, this is how we're gonna work the match.
We're gonna do it." Triple H is the only agent back there now. He's like, "Vince, I hate you."
Yeah. He's like, "Stop making my job hard."
Yeah. But oh my god, it was a brutal match. But it was great.
Well, I mean, you gotta. This match actually helped both teams.
Oh yeah,
they both look extremely strong, and it made them both look like there's a reason why the belts are with them.
Yeah. So,
And I mean, I'm actually really enjoying the bar a whole lot more.
The bar.
Even though I do have to say, Uso's promo coming out,
yeah,
being like, if you guys are the bar, we're going to be going over the bar. And I was like, all right, who wrote this? Because that's actually kind of terrible.
It was actually pretty funny, though.
It was funny, but it didn't come across.
No, I mean, they were like, they were playing off the stupidity, the kind of the name of the bar.
Yeah.
And so
if it was the New Day talking like that, it would have been funny.
It would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you've watched some of the Usos stuff lately, they do kind of make that comic a little bit, but they haven't done enough of it where you.
No, not really.
liked it. I think it worked for me because it was like, okay, we're playing off the bar. They're making fun of them calling themselves the bar.
It's just the wording that they used for it.
Yeah. But to me, it worked, but it could have been done a lot better. Better words could have been used.
It would have been kind of funny to be like, we're going to lower the bar.
Yeah.
And have, like, Cesaro and Sheamus be like, you want the bar to be lower?
Yeah.
You just kind of want to barely get over the bar? You barely want to beat the bar. Something like that.
But I love that, like you're welcome. You're gonna be realize you're in the Uso penitentiary.
Yeah,
I love it, and
it's pretty good.
They say it's brutal, and we get these brutal matches.
It's a hard-hitting match
in a PG era.
I know,
which is great.
It was good to see that.
Imagine if we actually got to go back to TV 14 again.
There would have been blood all over the place in that ring.
Yeah,
and it wouldn't have been accidentally Cesaro jamming his teeth up into his face again.
He has to wear the mouth guard still. The surgery.
I'm glad that he's still wearing the mouth guard.
Yeah, so am I.
Even though when he cuts a promo with the mouth guard in,
I think it's because he has to have it in there for now.
I think it's still it's holding his.
It's still the surgery's still. It's like.
It's much the same. I mean, I've had dental surgery. Yeah. You have to have that because your teeth float in your gum. They will shift. Yeah. And if that's not holding them there for the gums to heal properly, they could just suddenly move left or right, up or down.
Yep.
They could become bigger than Kevin Dunn's teeth,
which
would not be good.
Which would be a hard thing to do, but it could happen.
It could happen.
I don't think he could get as racist as
no,
those things, but we're not gonna go there because that's just not appropriate for air.
Not today. The other tag team match.
It's okay for air sometime.
Well, for us to dive into that situation would be kind of funny here and there.
Yeah, we'd have to censor ourselves a little bit, though.
It hopefully it wouldn't land as hard as Owen did.
Oh,
but
God.
I had to go there, man.
You're going to hell, man.
Anyway, the other tag match, the Shield versus the New Day.
Shield versus the New Day. Oh, I love this match.
I didn't mind it.
For me, for this match, this was probably the most back and forth match. Like, I don't know who's gonna win this match.
Right, I did have that. I just didn't like. There were too many segments where it was just purely designed to go. All right, now you hit your move. Now your tag team part. Now they hit their move. Now your guy hits the move. Now they hit the move. Then it was just like maybe there should be that towards the end of the match and at the beginning. But it happened like 4 times.
The beginning of the match started off well. Then we kind of got into that position. But the middle to through, we got a lot more like that actual. It was like a little bit hard hitting.
Yeah.
Nowhere as hard hitting as the Usos and the Bar.
It was not that level at all.
But it was a great matchup. But when Roman kept getting in there, and being the hero. He got booed. I
don't enjoy seeing, especially in the Shield, that dynamic that they need to be saved by Roman. He's not the hero. He's the muscle. He's not the hero.
Yeah.
Seth is the hero of the group.
Yeah.
Dean is the crazy one that you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You just don't know where he's going to go.
But see, the thing is, whereas in like the New Day, Big E is the muscle.
Yeah.
He can also be the hero because
any one of them can be the hero.
Any one of them can be the hero. Big E can be is when he's part of the just a tag team all 3.
Yep.
He can be the hero. But the thing here, it works that way because we know and Xavier Woods and Kofi both say like, no, those two are weaker weeks than E is. So it works better when they do it. But when you try to do it with Roman, no, We just see what it is there for. It's to try to get him over more. And all we're going to do is boo.
Yeah, it just... I don't know if it's the dynamic that they keep putting him in, but we know that Seth and Dean have been champions.
Yep.
And they can hold their own against some of the biggest names in the company. So why do they need to be saved?
I know. Oh, I love when they did the same thing they did with Kurt, with Roman, when they came out through the crowd and they had to have Roman walk out.
Yeah.
Behind last. Because Vince is like, he's gonna get a big pop, and like, no, he didn't.
There wasn't enough. Like, there was the pop when the Shield music hit. Yeah. And the camera went over to them,
they got a little pop,
and then Roman walked out, and it didn't change. There was no added pop.
It just went from a bunch of people who were cheering to boo because you could hear them.
Yeah, you could hear it. Luckily, somehow, the people on both sides, as they were walking down, were obviously still cheering.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's probably because it's the Shield together.
Not just that because you have a superstars you.
Walking past you.
Are walking past you.
I've been giving everybody high fives all the way down. I don't care if I'm a heel or a face. Yeah. Everyone's getting high fives.
I loved the match. I thought it was a great way to open it because I did not expect it to open the show.
I didn't either. Not with the supposed pedigree that the Shield has.
Yeah. But you know what they say, if you're not closing the show, you want to open it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this was an obvious one. You picked again wrong.
Yeah, I did. Because I like the New Day.
I like the New Day. I think their stick is getting a little older. But...
And I wouldn't mind seeing that there is a little bit of a chink in the armor for the Shield.
But they just came back. They can't have the chink
I
yet.
I know.
They can't have the chink yet. If they came back at TLC like they were originally supposed to...
Now would be a good time to show that there's a little break in the armor.
They could have, but no,
there's a crack in there somewhere.
It's a tiny one.
Yeah, just a little one, which would actually set up the turn that we're going to have later
of Ambrose.
Yes,
we can't have Roman turn on them.
No,
that would be horrible.
Blech.
All right, we gotta go through the rest of these really quickly.
We both got the women's Survivor Series.
Asuka.
Match correct.
Oh my God, Asuka was booked strong.
Yes, she was, but it wasn't John Cena at SummerSlam strong,
which is good.
I'm thankful for that.
I will say this. I was surprised. Why did Becky Lynch go out so soon?
Like, almost immediately.
Yeah.
Even though it was cool to see that it was because of a quick roll-up.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know if it's because they want to hold off Becky Lynch and Asuka. Because she said to Asuka, I'm going to break your arm.
Yeah.
And they didn't even have contact.
No.
So they want to save that for later. Which, yeah, but no. You take... someone else out.
Yeah, wasn't it Carmella that gave her the roll up too?
No, it was Sasha was in there, but then Bayley was tagged in.
Oh yeah, it was Bayley who did the roll up super fast. Because it was the wonderful Sasha hit the ropes and Bayley got the tag.
Yep.
One of the sneaky tags.
Yep. I did like how they used Tamina with Nia Cousins.
Yeah, that was cool.
I like that. I thought that was a great way to get Nia out without actually getting a pin. Obviously, it was to protect her, but it worked.
Yeah.
And again, my big problem with the men's one is like some of the talent just got steamrolled for Asuka.
Yeah, it does happen.
At least she was protected, and they didn't do she got pinned, but yes. She's still undefeated.
In singles match, she's undefeated. She's still undefeated in every match.
That's was my concern. So I like that. But we all knew once Asuka was put on the team, Raw was winning. There was no way they were going to...
No. The men's, we both got wrong.
Yep. We both picked SmackDown, but...
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a 50-50 booking on this one, but no.
SmackDown, both Nakamura and Bobby Roode got... sacrifice so that Strowman could go over, which I like Strowman.
Now it does Strowman, Nakamura being sacrificed to Strowman kind of makes sense because it would just be like, look, Nakamura's, he's a striker.
Yeah.
But Braun's just like, I'm too big for you, buddy. I'm sorry, you're going down. But Rude as well. Come on.
No, see, what I would have said, I don't have a problem if Nakamura got pinned by Strowman, but the first elimination...
Yeah, I know.
That early...
I know.
I mean, give him Joe. Yes, Joe needed a victory.
Right.
He needed to get someone knocked out, but you could have gotten Finn out first. After his victory over AJ at TLC,
yeah,
he could have gotten a loss for without the.
Wouldn't really hurt him.
No.
I mean, so for me,
basically the men's matchup and the women's matchups, for the tag matches,
yeah,
basically showed you what Vince thinks of the roster.
Yes,
Raw superior in every way.
Oh God, yeah.
But when you look at the talent, SmackDown has better talent overall.
Yes, they do. Now, I do have to say, though, the men's match, the finish on it actually was pretty awesome. Because it shows that Triple H, Hunter, is still a heel.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, thank you for still being the heel that you are.
First off, once you get past the bearing of talent that happened, because it was what happened. Yes, Strowman was part of it. Yeah, whatever. But the people on SmackDown, like Bobby Roode, Nakamura, being on SmackDown, they needed to have something.
I know.
And that whole getting eliminated and putting Strowman through a table.
Yeah.
That didn't do it. Now, if it led to Strowman getting eliminated from the match,
would have been awesome.
Would have been fine, because it would have been he got eliminated and it protected Strowman still. It took 5 guys.
Yeah.
Cena is being one of them.
I know.
To put him out. But no, it didn't.
Nope.
But when it comes down to it, no, the finish was great. Because you, for a second there, you didn't wonder, like, is he turning his back on his wife?
Well, on the team?
His team? On his wife? And then he's like, nope, I just want to screw over Shane.
Yeah. Not only do I want to screw over Shane, but I want to screw Kurt at the same time. Yeah. So, here we go. And then with Strowman just destroying him right afterwards.
And that was great. Like,
yeah.
Ever do that again, you won't walk, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
And then Triple H tries to take him out from behind, and Strowman just turned around, power slams him, and they're like,
music hits.
And the fans like, one more time. One more time.
Gives him one more.
And he goes back. He's like, okay, you want one more? I want one more.
Yeah.
Bam.
I like the fact that Hunter sold that all the way after the show, up the ramp, crawling, standing up, crawling, standing up. He can barely get himself up. Turns around, thanks the crowd, Steph's there. And then as he's turning around to actually walk backstage, walks right into the screen. Just bam, hits it.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, well, there's Hunter having fun again.
Yeah.
I'm like, the dude knows what's fun after the show.
Yeah.
What's good for the audience. But yeah.
Then we have...
And our final picks was Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles. We called this one as Brock Lesnar. We knew that was happening.
First off, I just have to say one thing.
Yes.
This match went over 15 minutes.
I know.
We actually had a match.
Oh, and Brock sold that AJ was a challenge for him, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure Vince wasn't too happy of how well he sold for him, because he didn't sell for Reigns at WrestleMania that well. He didn't sell for Reigns at SummerSlam that well.
Nope.
I'm sure Vince wasn't too happy about that. But because it goes to show you that when Brock respects someone,
yep,
he'll go not only the distance,
he'll go the extra mile.
He'll sell.
Yeah. That's something that he doesn't always do with everyone.
No. I mean, the match with Strowman, he sold. He sold.
But it was a 5-minute match.
But the thing is, though, I think Brock knew that. Vince probably told him, you guys are going to have a short match at them.
Yep. So they probably both looked at their watches and went, there's 10 minutes left in there.
I'm sure before the pay-per-view, Brock knew. Because he gets the heads up on who's winning the matches ahead of time, part of his contract. But he probably knew ahead of time. So to make up for that, he put Strowman over big with when he suplexed him and he stood up and it just got buried.
Yeah.
And that was his way of helping him out.
Right.
Same with Joe. He let Joe pound on him at Great Balls of Fire, which, by the way, is absolutely mistaken from the new pay-per-view. It burned too bright in its first year. Those two giant balls of fire with this nice shaft coming off.
I think it was actually Stephanie's Lady Balls.
Lady Balls?
her lady balls overshadowed those great balls of fire.
Yeah.
And put them out.
Yeah.
Now they're just Kevin Dunn's teeth.
I don't know if we call Great Kevin Dunn's racist teeth. Review.
Oh, and homophobic teeth.
Homophobic teeth. Racist and homophobic teeth.
But no, there was a story that there was a quick story Sunday night that said that Lesnar might be injured.
Oh, really?
And it turns out that no, he was just selling the knee injury that happened in the ring all the way through the locker room.
The calf crusher.
Yeah.
They got locked
He
into.
actually continued. Normally, some guys stop selling once the match is finished.
Yeah.
But he sold all the way to his car.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
That's awesome to me. Like, when you have the respect to do that, that's awesome.
Yes.
But we knew who was going to win this one.
Oh, yeah.
AJ got tossed around the ring because it kind of looked like a little bit better. But no, he got his spots in there. He rocked Brock Lesnar. He had him in the calf crusher where you're almost... I love
There was a point that you thought that AJ was going to get the win off that.
I thought he might almost get the submission off of that.
I know.
I love how Brock got out of the calf crusher, though. He basically just grabs him and just slams his head into the mat. It was great. And AJ sold it.
Yep.
And we all called how he was going to hit the F5.
Yeah.
Phenomenal forearm. Catch.
Catch.
F5.
Up F5.
Fine. I get Vince McMahon's decree. No one kicks out of the F5. I'm fine. Or at least we're protecting someone's finisher.
I know.
I don't care. No, the only person's finisher I don't care if they protect is Roman's.
Yeah.
I just don't care. It's not as strong as Vince wants us to think it is.
No. No, it's not.
You can't go from having someone's spear be super strong and then something that we're being told is basically unstoppable. No one kicks out of it ever, really. The attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
And it takes 3, a super one, and Reigns still kicks out. No. I'm sorry.
No.
You just basically said...
You buried John Cena with that one, oddly enough.
You buried John Cena, which you can't do.
Which I don't think is actually possible. Yeah. Not right now.
But...
That would be like trying to bury Hogan to put anybody else over back in the 80s.
Let me put it this way. It'd be like having Hogan the finger poke of doom from Triple H's youngest daughter, then hit her own leg drop on Hogan's foot and pin him with her pinky on his pinky.
Yeah. Anyway, so now...
Before we go anything, I have a quick question for you. All right. So NXT star rating. What would you give it? Overall?
I don't know. I would have said it's definitely a 4.
I'd go 4.25. I was gonna say 4.5 stars. I'm gonna go 4.25. I think it's not. I think it's better than 4.
Yeah.
I'm thinking through it, and I'm just thinking, some of the matches were predictable, the outcomes, which is fine. But
I think that's its only drawback is that it was a little predictable.
And that was mostly comes to the women's match. We knew Ember Moon was walking out of the belt.
Right.
But overall, the action for that match was awesome.
Yeah.
Action overall was on par. So that was to me, just like, yep, I'm gonna give it a 4.25.
And Survivor Series, I'm actually giving it 3 3/4.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
It did have some amazing spots and things that were clearly meant to make the crowd go home happy, but overall, it felt a little stale.
I'm gonna go.
It was predictable.
Yeah. Well, obviously, look what I got right.
Yeah, but I mean, as I said to you the other day, it was it seemed to be whoever had the bigger name.
Yeah.
Going into the match was coming out the winner.
Yeah. I actually would give it a 3.25.
Oh, whoa!
Because there were just spots in there that the decision making and the actions were great in all the matches. Some of the decisions on how eliminations and stuff like that. That to me, yes, I don't care about the winners, what team won, and all that as much. It being affecting it. It's how they went about the eliminations. Like Becky Lynch first elimination, right off the bat.
Yeah.
That hurt the match because she's so good.
I know.
Not having Carmella cash in on Charlotte, which normally I don't really care when that happens.
How long are we gonna wait on this briefcase?
We both agree when she won it, she had to wait.
Yeah,
had to be a wait.
At this point, we've been waiting for too long now.
No.
I kind of feel like it.
I actually would have said after Royal Rumble would be waiting too long.
Okay.
But, like, it just felt right for Survivor Series to me.
There was a great time for it.
Right when they were coming out, and, like, I just texted you on Facebook
and
said, I have a feeling Carmelo's cashing in tonight.
And then nothing happened.
But overall, I'd say it was great action, but there's just some overall decisions of how things went make me have to give it a 3 1/4.
Okay.
But overall, it was still one of the best pay-per-views of 2017.
So far, yeah.
I'm going to say this is what I liked at WrestleMania. I actually think overall the matches on Survivor Series and SummerSlam were there were some better matches.
Yeah.
I think Survivor Series has some of the best matches overall.
So far.
And there's some good matches this year. But overall as a card, Survivor Series had one of the best cards.
Yeah.
For WWE.
Anyway, Tim, it's been a show with you again.
Yeah, I know. You know, we need to have some kind of stakes of our own.
At some point, we might.
I have a great idea because I won.
Not again.
And
oh God. Okay.
3 slaps to the face for my victory. What's the final standings? Like, where we at?
So I have 45 right. You have 53 right.
How many losses? Wrong.
I have 50 wrong. You have 42 wrong. I would have to go on a long streak just to come back into the lead.
Or if you just do well at Clash of Champions, and then Royal Rumble will have a similar thing.
It's been since No Mercy, prior to No Mercy, that I had any kind of lead.
Yep, and then I came back strong at SummerSlam.
No.
No, wasn't?
No,
Was it?
It was Survivor Series that you really. TLC that you really went ahead because it was since then. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. Subscribe. Let us know what you think.
Give your star rating in the comments.
Yeah,
we would like to hear that.
Anyway, have a wonderful week.